Jake Paul get raided by the FBI, Takeoff gets raided by sex allegations, and TV gets raided by the past. What are you gonna raid, Bonjen?
I'm gonna raid this weekend with social distancing, mask wearing, plenty of rest, and lots of sleep.
And a lot of DRH, dude. You want to get it? Let's get it. Wait, hold on. Let me press this one, too.
Yo, shut the fuck up, bro. I'm listening to Dark Racial Humor.
You sure are.
Alternative music.
I have before.
Actually?
Yeah, they had a song on Breaking Bad one time.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and it was a really powerful scene. I was like, "What is this song?"
TV on the Radio is a fucking solid little band.
Bro, look up. God, yeah, look this up on YouTube right now. Breaking Bad, "Stay Out of My Territory."
That song, Staring in the Sun by TV on the Radio.
They're like all black, right?
Yeah, I think there's one white dude and like 3 black dudes. Breaking Bad, what is it?
Stay Out of My Territory.
Stay Out of My Territory. I heard Staring at the Sun when I was a younger boy. And that shit's very nostalgic for me.
You were young.
Yeah. I wasn't always just an old teen. This is including a TV on the radio.
Yes. Maybe
everybody.
This song.
Breaking Bad. Oh, this is when he fucking turns fucking Heisenberg-y.
Yeah. That character transition. Ooh.
Solid alt music, man. Beautiful voice. Still copyright. They're gonna make YouTube visit. This is an audio exclusive DRH.
There he is. That's the guy.
That's fucking him, dude. What's up, bitch? It's me, Walter White.
I want to know how he... All right, stop that shit. I want to know how he went through that whole show without, like, wearing a mask. And, like, no one was like, hey, aren't you Walter White? Aren't you white? Do you wash cars?
Because people didn't know he was a drug dealer. And then the people he did drug deal with aren't, like, fucking in Albuquerque washing cars.
Oh, yeah. Also, you sound like shit.
Damn it, Archer.
God damn Damn it, Archer. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Dark Racial Humor. We told you we'd be back. Do we ever lie to you?
Dude, that was like a few episodes of no bad audio for me.
Clean audio, yeah. Dark Racial Humor, free-flowing end of conversation about whatever's appropriate at the time. Here with your best friends, I am Bonjen.
Oh, that reminds me, I have to fucking I was targeted for an ad, a podcast ad that was like some fucking Google ass like mentored, maybe even like a scholarship type thing, but I gotta get some waves and upload it to the Google thing. And they were like, what's your pod mission statement, your pod statement? And it's like, if you like this, you should listen to this because, and like that's what's on the pod. So I had to fucking whip that up real quick. If you're listening from Google, this is how we fucking kick it, dude. That was all a fucking facade. I went in for the interview with a collared shirt. You know, I'm over here kicking it with the goddamn shorts on. That's what you get, dude.
Man, I got an ad for something I was thinking about, so I don't
What
even
was it?
know. Tennis.
Oh yeah.
I got an ad for like tennis lessons, and I was like, "What the fuck? How?
Well,
I've
okay.
never,
So here's my
never
thing.
looked up tennis in my life."
You probably, I mean, the audio listening, obviously, they're fucking just infiltrating all your living spaces.
The
You
only thing,
probably walked by someone or somewhere that had tennis being displayed either auditorily or they're tapped into like some billboards on the side. That'd be some good fucking
the only
crazy
I can think of
invasive marketing.
is I went to a tennis court like a month ago.
Oh yeah, dude. Of
It's
course.
like,
Were you
fuck,
there for
dude.
more than 4 minutes?
Yes. I was there
Oh
for
man,
an
that's
hour.
that's that geolocation on you, man.
Fucking trash. And I'm pretty sure I have location turned off for Instagram too. So that's
Oh,
pretty
but
concerning.
not oh, speaking of Instagram, they're doing classic Facebook stuff, taking other people's IP
Bam,
that
bam, bam,
that isn't
bam.
IP and making it their own.
TikTok
It's
is done,
called
dude.
it's called like TikTok, but Instagram Reels, and it very solidified the fact that scrolling just super fast through 5 second clips of something is something I'm not interested in. But it is they put the music on it, so I might make some reels to just blast my music on places.
Yeah. If the U.S. government wasn't gonna kill TikTok, Facebook was. Like, TikTok's done.
Maybe Microsoft?
TikTok's done in terms of every time Instagram's like, "Hey, that looks cool. Let me copy it." The thing dies.
But there's
Like,
never been they've done that, but they've never garnered like I'm an Instagrammer,
what
you
do you
know? Like there is I'm a TikToker, I'm a Viner, I'm a Snapchatter, but once Instagram funnels all of those fun features onto their platform, it doesn't give a space for creators to like have a brand on there really.
What are you
You
talking
kind of
about?
do,
The
but
whole
you're
I mean,
not like
when
yeah.
you're huge on Instagram, you're bigger than an Instagrammer. You're an influencer, right? Because you're fucking
in
Instagram.
that accent of the word
It used to be
influencer.
up until I want to say a couple years ago, the main hub for people's like content distribution was YouTube, and now
Mm-hmm.
it's
Instagram.
Instagram, right? So the fact that Instagram took that huge feature, which was really TikTok's only feature, right? And they're gonna,
They had a nice algorithm with it and a
bro.
nice brand
I promise you,
anthem.
Instagram's already like they already figured out how to be addicting as fuck, and TikTok's addicting as fuck. So you combine those two, like Jesus Christ. Like,
Just Facebook doing Facebook things, having to eliminate the competition like they're the Terminator.
meanwhile, Snapchat's out there drowning in the water.
Snapchat's only for fucking butt shots.
Bro,
And it's old.
I don't think I don't think anyone uses Snapchat for like sex things anymore, unless they're like selling sexual pictures or sexual content.
It's a booming exclusive Snapchat thing. It's kind of like an OnlyFans, but for Snapchat.
Watch Instagram make an OnlyFans like place thing where you can sell
mean,
content,
I mean, that's what every influencer wants.
or they kill
They want a
Patreon.
place where you can monetize it. But I don't think Facebook wants to be in that business, really.
Bro, I think Facebook, dude, Mark Zuckerberg is so paranoid about competitors. I think he's willing to do whatever it takes to be on top.
You should do that then.
Do what?
I mean, have a place for monetization a la Patreon and OnlyFans.
I'm surprised that
But
they don't.
I don't think it's big enough of a threat to push them out of the limelight for those people to make a creator friendly give me money platform.
Yeah, and
Dude, I was on briefly on Facebook Gaming, and it was kind of fun to watch. It was like big screen.
That just sounds gross. Facebook gaming.
Yeah, I'm on Facebook Gaming. I'm a Facebook gamer.
Yeah, let me go on Yellow Pages Gaming. That's what the word Facebook sounds like now. Facebook is so fucking old, dude. I was on my Facebook just looking at pictures
Recently or in the past?
like maybe last week. Just looking at pictures I used to
Was it the weird mobile UI?
I think I was on
They like changed it so it looks like a. Cause you know how Twitter made their desktop look like their mobile?
Yes.
Facebook did the same thing.
Yeah. Good.
It's kind of weird on desktop. And like I don't really fuck with Twitter desktop. If anything, I go on like TweetDeck. But
apparently like 80% of Facebook traffic is on a phone anyway. So
yeah. Makes sense.
What was I fucking saying? Oh,
90% of DRH is on an iPad.
I was just looking at pictures I used to post, and I was all in 8th grade, and I was like,
Yeah,
that was so long ago. Like Facebook
little
used to
bit.
be the place.
The
place.
place.
I was in 8th grade a decade ago. I graduated 8th grade a decade ago.
08?
Oh, 10, bro.
010?
Oh, 10, dude.
Is that the middle school? Tell us when you went to middle school on drh.com/middle school. Probably not the most friendly backslash there is.
Yeah.
We know you're listening and we know you're about to click off. Go over to Dark Racial Humor on Instagram. Give us some clips and then comment on them. I was watching Earn Your Leisure. If you know Earn Your Leisure.
No.
Some money podcast type thing. And they had a dude talking about classic polarizing clips to go viral. Everybody's favorite media tactic. Have something polarizing, you get twice as many clicks, 3 times as much as commenting. Wonderful. Bonjen, you're a bitch, dude. How's that for polarizing?
It's not very polarizing.
Fuck you, dude.
There's nothing you can say that can hurt me.
You can suck a dick. Comment below if he should suck a dick.
Want
to just hop into it, man?
And then people arguing about something?
A topic that is polarizing.
Let's just make this a flat earth podcast.
Well, it has to, is that I'm assuming you gotta have a little more than one niche. You can't have a whole 10,000 clips on flat earth. But you wanna go flat earth? I'll be anti-flat earth, dude. Triangle earth? What you want, dude?
Earth? I want to be square earth.
Before every clip, we ask each other which side do you want to polarize on, and then we cut it there, and that's when the clip starts.
Jesus Christ, I've never
Abortion legal up until you're 7 years old, or at least a toddler. Hey, toddler at least. No one likes 2-year-olds. Let them be aborted.
I was having a thought about abortion that I wanted to talk about, but I forgot it.
Kid murder? 7 months.
What was it?
Was it about fetus sucking for human superpowers? Because that's kind of polarizing. No one really wants to suck on fetuses.
What
Unless you do. South Park had an episode about it.
I can't wait for South Park to tackle the pandemic. They just have too much content.
And I haven't seen a new South Park epi in a minute, dude. Shout out South Park for keeping it topical at all times. They hit him with the PC culture of the PC principle. Pretty fun. They hit him with the. Have you seen the gentrification episode of old Kenny's house or something?
Yes.
It was a great episode.
Matt and Trey over there holding it down.
Still doing it since fucking 90 something,
Christ.
99, I want to say, 2001.
It's so fucking long.
Making goddamn cardboard cutouts and putting it on TV.
What is it
Speaking
on?
of
Adult
Comedy
Swim?
Central, dude.
Oh, Comedy Central.
But speaking of that, there's reboots of Ren and Stimpy, Daria, and something else coming to either Comedy Central or Adult Swim. I want to say Comedy Central, but I also read Adult Swim. It's a reimagined as an adult cartoon. Ren and Stimpy.
It's probably
Is-
Comedy Central.
Green light as a reimagined adult cartoon, adult animation. It joins a host of other reboots, including Beavis and Butthead. Comedy Central has greenlit a new version of the 90s children's show for adult audiences as part of a major company push into adult animation. I'm talking to you, Boondocks.
You know why they're doing that, right?
Why? For streamies?
Because everybody's working from home and nobody can go out and film real shows.
Animation. Easy little animation.
Sony announced they're gonna start making a lot of animated, like R-rated movies. So
Ooh.
that'll be cool.
You know that one video game, The Last of Us? It's
Yes.
the super like 3D render of a chicken or dad or something. That always a lot of people be playing that shit for the
lot of-
game.
People be on that shit, dude.
It's going to join Beavis and Butthead,
Oh,
remake from Mike Judge, and
Ugh.
Daria spinoff Jody.
Jesus Christ! That was the worst thing I've ever heard.
Beavis and Butthead?
No, your voice through your microphone.
Does that mean I have to reset it?
It sure does. We're sorry out
It's
there for
my
the
charger. How's it now? Bad?
yes, bad. Sorry out there for the poor audio experience.
Beavis and Butthead and a Daria spinoff called Jody.
They're both in the same show.
No, these are all being remade by
Oh, the Daria spinoff is called Jody.
only by Comedy Central.
Who else is doing that shit? There's gonna be a SpongeBob spinoff I read on Netflix about Squidward.
I'm into it.
I don't know if that'll ever like become a thing.
Remember the one where he went to Squidward suburb?
Yeah, you know it's
That was
interesting that they're
funny.
throwing it on Netflix and not Nickelodeon.
No Splat Stream Network.
What's the closest thing to that? HBO Max, I think.
A lot of Nick on that because it's probably some fucking Viacom shit.
I think they're throwing everybody to HBO Max for that one.
Ren
which
and
is a
Stimpy
weird
joins our
name.
rapidly expanding roster of adult animation, including South Park, Beavis and Butthead, and Clone High, which nobody knows what that is, as we continue to reimagine our treasure chest of beloved IP for new generations.
Hey, bro, you want to go home and watch CBS All Access with me? I saw.
Hey,
an
let's get out
ad
of
for-
here. Go turn on TBS on demand, huh?
Let's go watch HBO Go, and then we can watch HBO Now, and then we can watch HBO Max.
Happy Happy Joy Joy, a documentary on the Ren and Stimpy show, co-directed by Ron Cicero and Chemo Easterwood. What a name, Chemo Easterwood. Premiered at the
Chemo.
2020. I didn't even register the cancer with it. It's spelled Kimo.
Hey, yo,
Premiered
Chemo.
at the 2020 Sundance Film Festival. Man, that kid Chemo really just radiates a happiness. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Haha.
That kid Chemo, just really shit. He's a cancer to the locker room, in the football locker room.
He really
Come on now, you got it. You got it.
he
Comedy
he
threes.
shines bright like his scalp.
Yeah, because he got cancer, and his name's
Hey.
Chemo.
Hey, yo, Chemo.
Chemo's a cute little dog name. Chemo.
A bald dog named Chemo.
Finna get a cat one day, man. Cats, I'm with it.
I'm thinking about getting a cat, but also fuck that.
I know we had this segment for Mondays, but you know it's kind of Monday adjacent to the Offset segment. Takeoff alleged rapist,
Oh, we should dive into that after the break.
alleged denier. It's already been 20, dude. Or are we just fucking cutting it so we can get into this fucking rape news?
It's actually been 20. I'm not that excited to get into the rape news.
I mean, I try to get excited for anything dark or bright. Dark racial humor.
New Dark Racial.
Shout out Miles.
I might hate this actually. What the fuck is this, Takeoff?
Gotta get close to you, baby, right now. Tell me what you wanna do, baby, right now. I gotta get close to you, baby, right now.
Moving on.
New Dark Racial.
Music, living life, infatuation, giving up,
What?
fear, it's conspiracy. Moving forward, this isn't infatuation, continuing to go. Love, I know this is real. Music, love, loyalty, love, has to be infatuation, love,
What is
love.
going on?
Only me and you tonight, go here alone. Love the way your voice out on the
It's
telephone.
supposed to be Takeoff, but I'm really, really confused.
That is Takeoff, bro.
I'm really, really confused.
That's his new song.
This is 2018 Takeoff.
Remember when I
What?
said one of them needs to sound different? Boom.
Yeah, I was gonna say they did it in 2018, but y'all fucking slapped.
That was the worst thing I've ever heard. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to DRH.
The comment on that YouTube video is first time I listened, well. Second time, not bad, happy face. Third time, baby, right now. Right now. What kind of godly autotune did they put over that man's voice where he doesn't sound like that normally?
Takeoff.
Migos rapper Takeoff has denied accusations made against him that claim he raped a woman at a house party in June.
What was he doing at a house party? It's a
According to the New
pandemic.
York Times, Takeoff, real name Kershnik Kari Ball.
You say
being
Times?
Yeah, New York Times.
Oh, I thought that was short for TMZ.
Real name
Tims.
Kershnik Kari Ball is being sued for alleged sexual battery assault and emotional distress. A lawsuit was filed yesterday, August 5th, in Los Angeles, alleging that the rapper sexually assaulted the woman at a house party in Los Angeles in June. The alleged victim claims that she was invited to the party by DJ Durrell.
DJ Durrell.
Hold on.
You want to
Hold
go
on.
to Migos party?
I-
DJ Durrell's invited me.
One, I would like to say that that man has solidified his brand and his tag by me reading about a sexual allegation in a news story and coming across his name and me seeing DJ Durrell
We the
Who-
best music.
tours with Atlanta rap trio at which Takeoff showed interest in her and made her feel uncomfortable. Thorman reportedly told DJ Durrell that she was uncomfortable and he took her up to a bedroom where she laid on the bed. Shortly after, it is alleged that Takeoff entered the room and began touching her. She protested that she did not want to have sex, but according to the court papers, he removed her clothes and forcibly penetrated her.
Takeoff. Come on now.
Takeoff denying the rape allegations. Also with rape allegations, your boy Brian Callen. You know who that is?
No.
You really don't know Brian?
No.
Mad TV, former actor, now podcaster. And he was like, yo, I didn't fucking do any of that shit straight up. This is a video of me saying I didn't do any of that shit straight up. But he's also a bald little short man, fuck that guy. Doesn't even look good. You just got Callan.
Takeoff do it?
I don't know. I wasn't there.
You
But I
weren't.
hope everybody's okay. The claims and statements, I don't really want to get into fucking...
I don't really care about Takeoff. Hopefully
As-
they wouldn't use that.
It was a nice adjacent Monday news, and hopefully no one was raped.
Hopefully. Hopefully this is just another case of false accusation.
If you were calling a DRH and say, I was done diddly raped, and that's super polarizing, and I'll be like, hey, that sucks if you were. And if you weren't,
Yes.
also sucks. Anyways, don't rape people. In other news, your mom is a lovely lady. Tonight at 6, Iowa Governor Kim Reynolds just restored voting rights to 10,000s of Iowans with former convictions by executive order. This comes with no requirements to pay off fees and fines. Now, no state has a policy of permanently and categorically banning people with former convictions from voting. Now
No state.
Takeoff can vote. Hey, you like that segue?
There was only one state that couldn't do that?
Apparently.
Really?
Kind of seems like a weird
thought that-
statement, and also
I thought that was most states where you couldn't vote if you were a
restored
felon.
voting rights to tens of thousands of Iowans with former convictions.
Misdemeanors or felonies?
Former convictions is what I read. Iowa former convictions. What do you think about getting the right to vote if you've been incarcerated?
I think
Felon voting rights.
I think it depends.
Felony
what you did.
convictions.
I think it depends what you did.
Iowa is the only state that still permanently disenfranchised all felons unless they appeal directly to the governor. Reynolds' order restores voting rights to felons who have completed their sentence, including probation, parole, and special sentences that are associated with sex offenses. Reynolds' order does not require payment of victim restitution or any other fines or fees as a condition of being able to vote. Point of contention in Florida that has been caught up in court. The order doesn't automatically restore voting rights to people convicted of murder, manslaughter, and other felony offenses included in Iowa's homicide code. Iowans who don't get their voting rights automatically restored upon completing their sentence can apply to the governor for individual rights restoration.
If you're convicted of murder, you're probably in jail. So why do you need to vote if you're in jail?
I think these are people that have gone through probation, parole, and completed their sentence.
Convicted could also mean, does that mean found guilty, or could that mean like tried and found innocent too?
Isn't convicted, you've been guilty
Cuffs.
and in jail?
Cuffs on?
Yeah.
Uh,
Found guilty in jail, did your sentence, parole, and if you're in Iowa, you can done diddly vote.
we're gonna do DRH Live in Iowa on Monday, so we can't wait to see you at the John Hopkins Theater. It's gonna be
John
great.
Hopkins Medical Center.
It's John Hopkins Medical Center Theater. So yeah, can't wait to see you all there for DRH Live in Iowa. And then after that, we're gonna do a live signing at Wendy's.
Dude, Wendy's signing would be lit. I would have some chicken nuggets and a Frosty. I would dunk the chicken nuggets in the Frosty, get a little bit of warm, a little bit of cold, a little bit of ice cream, a little bit of chicken meat.
And then we go back to our shared room at the Sheraton, and we sleep in the same queen bed because that's all we could afford.
And then we pod.
Yeah, and then we pod.
That's for the other non-disclosed pod called "Are you recording me right now?"
And then we go on the plane ride home. We're just like, shit, we shouldn't
Pod it up, dude.
This is too much. Yeah.
Both got COVID, both got AIDS now. AIDS had before, neither of us gave it to each other.
Speaking of COVID and speaking of AIDS, Bam, our girl Ellen DeGeneres.
Has both?
Everyone's saying like, "Yo, Ellen, you're a mean person," but all the celebrities are like, "No, she's nice to us because we don't have to work for her every day. We just come there for a couple hours."
Yeah, dude. Shit, my dad's cool to me. I don't know why y'all are fucking mad at him because he's your boss, dude.
Yeah, shit. My dad's
My
not
dad comes home and just fucking feeds me dinner, man.
fucking Yeah, no, she wants to end her show because of all the bad press. I saw
Just
something
kill
on
herself,
Buzz.
dude.
I saw something on. Damn,
I think that's libel.
Jesus.
I don't know if I should say that.
I saw
Logic,
something on
stand up for me.
BuzzFeed that a couple of our producers are being accused of sexual assault.
Damn.
And Ellen's like, whoa, 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 whoa. I didn't know anything
I
about
didn't-
this.
I did not look at those tapes when they sent them to me. That was funny.
I know I'm the boss, but I didn't know any of this was going on. So yeah, Ellen. Yikes. Fire over at Warner Brothers Studios.
What
Yeah.
about her DJ?
What about it?
DJ fucking Spin or whatever. I don't know. That's the only thing about the Ellen show. I know that there's a cool DJ. And she said, "Hey, spin that shit, big boy." That's
Imagine
what she
you're
does
driving to work.
on top of the hour. Spin that shit, big boy.
You're driving to work in LA traffic.
Yeah.
On your way to Burbank, California. You work at the Ellen show. You're a producer.
Oh,
And
here I
you're
am,
just
ready to
like-
produce.
You're
I
just
wonder
like,
what viral kid's gonna come on now. Ellen, we got the kid who touched his cat, and he likes cars. Can you give it to him, Ellen?
Not cute enough, you fucking piece of shit. What the fuck is this? You call this a fucking show? I have never in my
Oh,
fucking
you right.
career been
Oh, you
treated
right.
like this. You think
Oh, I'm
it's-
sorry.
Hey,
I'm
look at
sorry.
me when I'm talking to you.
Oh, sorry.
You
Yeah.
never work in this fucking. You know who I am? I'm fucking Ellen. There's only
Yeah,
like
whatever,
3 or
dude.
4 of me in this fucking town. Hollywood's
3 or
not that
4.
big, bitch. God
You
damn it.
cloned?
It's me.
You have
It's
clones?
Oprah. It's fucking some other people. It's fucking Dr. Phil. It's fucking Dr. Oz. And what's that guy's name?
Dr. Oz. I think Dr. Oz kind of fell out of fame.
What's that fucking guy's name? Dr. Phil, Oprah, Ellen.
Dr. Drew.
Who else is the show? That's
Dr.
like
Drew?
big. Dr. Drew.
Oh, Steve Harvey.
Steve Harvey is what I want to say. He has like 6 shows.
Steve Harvey with his fucking mustache ass. Steve Harvey with the just fucking dream yourself not homeless.
Steve Harvey is like kind of.
Just wish upon a star.
He was like, if you young black kids want to be successful, you gotta cut off your dreadlocks.
Did he say that?
Yes.
I think he also said some weird stuff about like, I don't know. I think he was like homeless for a couple months, but there was like it was like a super righteous ass lecture on his show, and he's like, you just don't have no money anymore, and then you become Steve Harvey.
And then you become. Oh yeah, I saw that.
Steve Harvey bald as a motherfucker,
Some people just destined for stardom, I guess.
but his daughter, remember, attractive, so that's points.
Daughter is gonna bear Future's son, so
Is it?
his son or daughter. Yeah, she's preggers.
Does Future have all sons? I would assume no.
No, he has at least one daughter. I've seen it.
Dude, I'm trying to have a battle of the babies, Logic's baby, Future's kids, Rabbit, tag team partner with his sister.
How do you
She's
think-
she's a fucking, like a middle schooler, so she could fucking punch the fuck out of people.
Did you hear that story that Future fucked Scottie Pippen's wife because
No.
he wouldn't give him an autograph when he was younger?
On some Michael Jordan vengeance shit.
Yeah. What did Michael Jordan do?
Michael, the like the Last Dance documentary that came out on ESPN.
Yeah, I didn't watch it all.
He was just talking about how he was fucking mad at everybody, took stuff personally to beat them the fuck out on basketball courts and poker tables.
So he was like, "Fuck that guy. He sucks ass."
If someone did anything remotely, just anything to him, then he needed to fuel his Michael Jordanness in a winning game, or
Hey,
perhaps a winning business. He would be like, "Hey, that motherfucker parked next to me." I'm gonna dunk on you.
He would actively look for stuff to hate people.
Yeah. I don't know
Hey,
about
what if-
actively, but if shit happened, he would just be like, "Yeah, I took it personal," and then he just fucking wins the championship or fucking buys their fucking house or something.
Oh, I've seen that meme before. I've seen
Yeah.
that meme. There was an earthquake last night, so I took it personal.
Yeah, he just fucking buys people's kids and shit. Probably
Him,
not buying
Jay.
people's kids, dude. They're expensive.
Fuck that. I gotta feed him and shit.
But obviously he pushed them up for adoption on some even more vindictive shit. Jake Paul, heard of this guy?
Of course, the king.
Heard of this guy,
The,
dude?
the king of
Paul
the
Paul's brother or whatever. It's funny.
Paul's brother.
I forget his fucking brother's name, but
Sorry, Jake Paul.
didn't I just say his name was Jake?
Oh yeah, sorry.
His name's Jake,
What's his fucking name?
right, dude? He fell out of fame.
Keith. Zach.
It's not Keith. It's not Zach.
Fuck. Oh,
Keep guessing while I find it.
he has a
Logan,
podcast.
Logan. So
podcast
they
name is
they
weird.
reference his older brother, right? And they're like, Logan Paul, who's probably most famous for his boxing and his something else. And I found that hilarious.
I gotta give it to them for staying relevant after like 5 years after the death of mine.
Well, it's not so fun to be relevant after being raided by the FBI, Jake Paul. Zoinks.
What was it for? What did he do?
God, dude, just be more NPR like. When federal agents executed a warrant to search UT personality Jake Paul's home in Calabasas, California early Wednesday, they found a long gun left leaning against a hot tub in the backyard.
Nice.
He was on video in Arizona going through a mall when there was looting happening. And so the FBI was like, "Hey, we got you on video. We're going to fucking raid your home, pussy."
Oh, nice.
I think he also kind of showed a lot of guns and stuff. So maybe the FBI was like, "Yo, we're going to fucking go take your guns, Logan Paul."
This is great content for his show.
Over several hours, FBI agents confiscated multiple other guns from Paul's property in a scene captured on film by KABC TV Los Angeles. Federal officials say the raid is part of an investigation linked to a riot at a shopping mall in Scottsdale, Arizona during protests in May. Paul and his production crew filmed the riot. The FBI is investigating allegations of criminal acts surrounding the incident at Scottsdale Fashion Square in May 2020. Jill McCabe, a spokeswoman for the FBI Phoenix field office, told the Washington Post in an email the morning the FBI executed federal search warrants in California and Las Vegas, Nevada in connection with this investigation. The warrants and affidavits were locked and sealed, and the FBI was not finna comment. So we got some fucking retroactive FBI going into people's houses if they're fucking Jake Paul and you're on video going through malls bashing shit up.
Your thoughts? You think they should not have done that?
It's an interesting thing.
I think they would have done it to anybody. The difference there is that he was
He's
equally
famous?
yeah, everyone's like, "Oh, that's Jake Paul." Even with a mask on.
What's up with gun laws in California?
In California, I'm not
Yeah.
entirely sure.
Um,
I just know you need like a lot of licenses.
yeah, I don't know. Interesting. I think fucking
But
now
they're really
federally
strict.
a
They have
lot
the
of the
strictest gun laws in the country.
federal stuff with the riots was kind of poised to some terroristic shit. So, damn, dude, I'm looking at this fucking picture of a big ass rifle next to a hot tub. Dude, it could be seen as like a fucking those cults that had a bunch of fucking guns and shit. And the feds are like, "Hey man, we're not gonna have a bunch of little viners popping around with fucking ARs."
This is like, it's so much money.
Also, the FBI. I guess I don't know if the United States fucking going into houses for guns.
Yeah, you
his
can
brother's
go in that
Logan
house for
Paul.
guns.
State.
What?
He says Logan Paul, who is perhaps best known for his amateur boxing matches and filming a dead body in Japan's Akagawara.
I remember that.
Akagawara Forest.
I
I
forgot
find
about
it
that.
fucking hilarious that they're like, yo, his big brother, fucking, all he's known for is this weird fucking boxing shit and filming a dead person. Lol.
We gotta take a break.
Wow, what a day, what a day. Tell us what you guys think about this super polarizing topic on drh.com.
I love you, Mom. I love you, Dad.
What is that?
It's like when you have you have like a really rude conversation on someone on the phone. Like, shut the fuck up! I fucking hate you. God damn it! All right, I love you, Mom.
It's more of a first try song.
Yo, shut the fuck up, bro. I'm listening to Dark Racial Humor.
First things first, rest in peace, Uncle Phil. For real, you the only father that I ever knew. I get my bitch pregnant, I'ma be a better you. Prophecies that I made way back in the veil. Fulfilled. Listen, even back when we was broke, my team ill. And Martin Luther King would have been on Dreamville. Talk to him. One time for my LA sisters. One time for my LA hoes. Lame niggas can't tell the difference. One time for a nigga who knows. Don't save her. She don't wanna be saved. Don't save her.
How many songs, do you want to guess how many songs No Role Models by J. Cole has on YouTube?
A lot.
Give me a ballpark.
4.
Over 4.
Jermaine. Once you get
Jermaine?
married to her, you can't call her a bitch anymore. Then it's just rude. Then you're just disrespecting yourself.
70 million views.
Oh, I thought you said how many videos. Like what? I think
Oh, views.
70 mil. That's not that many.
70 mil. December
not
10th, 2014. I only got into that album in like 2016 or something. Pretty solid album. I enjoy it.
That reminds me of freshman year in the dorm.
Yeah,
Kicking
I'm
back,
saying.
listening to J. Cole for the first time, probably. I'm like, yo, this music's pretty.
Yeah, I listened to like fucking Warm Up as a single, and that was a cool song. But then I listened to 2014 Hills Drive in like 2016, and everybody was like, dude, I wish I could listen to 2014 Forest Hills Drive in 2016 for the first time. And then I was like, hey, you can't be me. It's Dear Age third trimester shit. Don't yawn on my pod. It's the most profitable podcast to ever not make money. Jake Paul's a little bitch. People can vote in Iowa. Takeoff is an alleged rapist. Ren and Stimpy gets rebooted.
Are we just doing the intro now? Or
No, it's just, just a
Yeah,
recap of what's going on.
please keep that in the back pocket because I'm going to forget.
Yeah, I got them on the notes, dude.
I'm going to go shoot some hoops after the pod.
Yeah.
With our good neighborhood friends, Sean and Matt. I really hope
Dude, is
they want us
Matt-
to come over after.
Is Matt in fucking proper LA now and not fucking in fucking the desert or something?
Yeah, I think he lives at his grandparents' house. He's moving into Alyssa's crib because she's moving out.
Oh,
Couldn't handle LA, I guess. Oh well.
interesting. How does that work?
She's like taking over her lease.
That works easy.
Yeah, but I don't know. He's helping her move out because I helped her move in, and that shit took forever.
Zoinks, Batman. That's why you only gotta have 4 things in your home.
Last time I went to play basketball with Sean, I invited Sean and Matt over, and of course Sean has to invite all of his friends. Like, hey, you wanna go to John's house, right? Fucking
Yeah.
Jose and Zach come over. So
Yeah.
I have like 6 sweaty guys in my tiny apartment, and Zach is doing fucking backflips on my fucking thing, on my pull-up thing. He pulls out his drone and tries to fly it, and then he gets on my bed and farts, and I'm like, bro, you gotta leave. Like, I work really
Did
hard,
you kick him out, dude?
bro. I kicked everybody out. I couldn't.
Lol.
I was like, bro, I try really hard to create and maintain a vibe here, and you are just killing it. You're just destroying the vibe, bro. The vibe is destroyed.
Lol. That's funny. Everybody
So-
loves a good little DRH characters.
So he is. So no one is ever allowed at Airbnb Bond ever again, unless you are
Whoa.
a
Is that the
girl
first time
I-
you said that?
Airbnb Bond. No, I say
Yeah.
it to everyone that comes over.
It's nice.
Unless you are a female I am courting, you are not allowed over. Thank you and good night.
You know, when I court up females, it's only on the blacktop, dude. Fucking cross them over and dunk on their bitch ass.
Is that what it is? Is that how you do
Yeah.
it? Right. And then
Fucking
you're like, meet my mom. You want to meet my parents tonight?
That's how I court them, dude. I show that they can't fucking handle me on the top.
Say, if I beat you, you have to marry me, girl, and you will be my you will be my property, and I will own you.
Like a
Remember this?
fucking a Disney Channel movie.
Bro, marriage really used to be about owning a woman, dude.
I guess so.
Fucking.
I mean, I think it was more so about fucking like owning lands via kingdomship.
I had this professor, no, I guess
At
a
least in
teacher,
fucking kingships places.
I guess a teacher in high school, and he was like a Jewish history professor teacher, and he was saying
You had
that
Jewish history in Catholic school?
yes,
I guess
yes,
that's kind of hand in hand.
it was one of the most interesting classes I've ever taken.
Jews. What'd you learn?
Fuck, I don't even remember, but I remember being like always excited to go to that class.
Jew class.
Jew class. So yeah, now he was saying that like traditionally with that, like why the man walks the bride down the aisle or the father is like he's handing it. It's like, yo, he's giving it to the other family, tossing her off like property. And I was like, kind of weird that we still do that, yeah.
And what'd he say?
Oh, I didn't say that out loud. I didn't even think it
Oh.
at the time. I just thought it right now. Yeah.
Yeah, marriage is a weird concept, kind of.
I didn't give a
At least
fuck
the
about marriage.
the rigmarole of it.
It's so unfair to the man legally.
I guess so.
You know, it's so
got
dumb.
that. They got that money after post. I mean, you can always
Yeah.
get them nice prenups, dude.
Yeah. Somebody's going through some shit right now. Is it fucking Dr. Dre? He's going through a divorce and he has a prenup, but his fucking ex-wife is trying to like go through some shit to like get rid of it or something. Because, you know, he's fucking rich.
Yeah.
And he probably met her when she had literally nothing. So
I
imagine
remember
going
I saw a Killer Mike and his wife. He was like, we didn't sign a prenup, but shit, she got more fucking property than me now, and I'm kind of glad I didn't, dude. Because then, you know, she
'Cause
gets
then-
rich, and then he could get fucking half Killer Mike. Woo woo. No more touring anymore from the jewels. Prenup shit, dude. That's why I prenup all my relationships, whether it's marriage, friend, or familial. Everybody I meet signs a prenup.
I heard a fact, not a fact, I guess it's a statistic, that if you live with your partner, the longer you live with your partner before marriage, the more likely you are to get divorced.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Why do you think that is? Why did that statistic say?
they were saying because of this thing called open window syndrome, where the woman usually is kind of like waiting around for the man to propose.
Mhm.
Because you're like, we live together, so when are you? And the man is kind of like, still kind of like waiting for the next best thing, so he's not gonna propose. So even though they like are together, they're not really on the same page. And then I guess that like leads to problems down the line. But yeah,
Just sounds like people who aren't down for marriage.
this sounds like you shouldn't have fucked your barber, Shannon.
Shane.
Shane. Yeah.
Shane the barber because he shaves off the head, you know what I'm saying?
But yeah, marriage. Why get married? Why not just be like, yo, just fuck it. Let's just chill.
Some insurance stuff, some health stuff.
That's true. That's a good
I'm
thing.
sure with kids it's something.
That's a good thing. I'm all for child support, but like alimony is kind of lame.
Not even child support. I'm sure that there's some weird stuff in the laws where like kids and marriage and just relationships in general.
And judges usually like, when it comes to custody, usually favor the mother. You know, if they're both fighting for it, it's like a bitter divorce, and they both want like.
That was a thing in that I briefly read on, was that the judge who kid and husband got shot was like an anti-feminist lawyer. They're talking about some misogyny in the court systems.
An anti-feminist lawyer.
That's what he said about himself.
An anti-feminist lawyer. That's a lot to unpack. Let me think about that for a second. A feminist, okay, an anti, so someone that hates females and female progress, I guess. A lawyer that does that shot the kid because the judge was a feminist.
Well, she's a woman. I don't know if she's a feminist.
So he's just a misogynist.
I don't know, man. He dressed up as a FedEx employee, and she was on the case of fucking Epstein. It's all weird.
How do you hate women? They're literally half the population. Imagine hating half the people you see.
That's
How exhausting
deep
would
shit.
it would be? So exhausting. That's some like really deep
Hate is
mother
definitely an
issues.
exhausting thing, dude.
Yeah, that's like,
At that video that I said was kind of surreal seeming, at the judge talking about the stuff, she was talking about how judges need to have, because I think right now judges, maybe just federally, but I'm pretty sure fucking everywhere. I'm not pretty sure, but I'm assuming everywhere you can find their like house and like personal address online. And she was like, hey, let's not do that.
that's
But
not
then, you know,
dogs.
how are you going to fucking storm judges when they're being poopy?
That's lame.
Um,
That's fucking lame, dude. How you gonna kill someone's son? 20,
I don't
20 years. You're like, yo, I've known you for 20 years. You're a pretty cool guy, and then someone comes and kills you. 20. That's a long time. 2 decades.
wait, is that the point of view of the mother?
Yeah.
Yeah. Wait, what? Wait, you're like, oh, I know my son for 20 years.
The kid,
Love
the son
him.
was 20 years old when he died.
The person shot someone else's son.
The judge's son that died
Yeah.
was 20 years old.
Yeah. And
I'm
so,
saying-
and she's like, oh, dude, he was 20 and he was cool.
I'm saying like, yeah, like you get to know your kid for 20 years,
Yeah.
and then
And
you
get
you
shot-
finally
them get
come
they
around to
shot.
liking them, and then they get shot.
He's like, hey, man, they got their own opinions now. He's not a bad dude. You know,
I used to
can't
work
wait to
with-
see how his life's going to turn out. It's quite the story, having another human being, and they grow up into adulthood and like, oh, I was 20, but now I'm old, and they're gonna have that same kind of cycle. Next thing you know, FedEx employee, bop 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 bop. This is for fucking having vagina.
I used to work with
Epstein,
I used
who
to work with-
dresses up as a FedEx employee.
I used to work with a guy, and he had a
What?
baby. I used to work with a guy, and he had a baby, and I used to say, "Hey, Kenny, how's your baby?" And he used to be like, "She's all right. I think I want to keep her."
Classic dad humor.
Yeah, I'm like, it's funny.
I'm gonna say that when my kid's fucking 30, dude.
He's all right. I think I want to keep him, but his credit is shit, and he won't move out. Ha 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 ha. That's so fucked up. God damn, I'm just feeling it.
Welcome to the personable trimester of DRH, where we kind of chill if we don't have a lot. I actually have one more topic, dude. Michigan, right? You've heard of it?
I have.
a governor signed an executive directive that makes a Black Leadership Advisory Council, and also kind of in the headline it says addressing racism as a public health crisis. So I think the public health crisis thing is kind of a weird phrasing of it, but they in Michigan made a squad a squad of Black dudes, basically. I don't know if it's dudes, but Black people that are develop, review, and recommend policies and action designed to eradicate and prevent discrimination and racial inequality in Michigan.
That's kind of weird to say during a real public health crisis, right?
Well, a lot of what that was meant to say was that there's kind of a disproportionate death of Black people with COVID in Michigan. Michigan residents is
okay.
14,000. What?
Racism itself was a public health crisis.
I think what it's saying is that inequalities that have to do with racism are showing itself in healthcare and places where you could be, let me read it.
Yeah, tell me what he's going to do about it.
COVID-19 pandemic has revealed, confirmed, and highlighted the deadly nature of pre-existing inequities caused by systemic racism. For example, in cases where race and ethnicity is known, the rate of reported COVID-19 cases for Black Michigan residents is 14,703 per million, compared with 4,160 per million for white residents, more than 3 times higher. And the rate of reported COVID deaths for Black residents is 1,624 per million, compared with 399 per million for white residents, more than 4 times higher. That is the COVID thing. They're going to...
Is this deaths or infections?
And the rate of reported COVID-19 deaths for Black residents is 1.6 thousand per mil, compared with 399 per mil for white.
All right. Yeah, I've heard this before.
The council is charged with identifying state laws or gaps in state law that create or perpetuate inequities, with the goal of promoting economic growth and wealth equity for Black community, collaborating with the governor's office and the Black community to promote legislation and regulation that ensures equitable treatment of all Michiganders and seeks to remedy structural inequalities in the state.
Have you heard the research stating that you are more likely to die from COVID if you are, first of all, old, and secondly, overweight?
Old, I've heard. Haven't really heard about the weight.
Yeah, because a lot of overweight people have diabetes, which is a pre-existing condition. And that diabetes is way higher in the Black community than the white community.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's why it's higher in the Black community, because most Black people, when they're old, they're fat. And hey guys, I'm Black. For those listening on the audio, I'm the Black person saying this. so you don't get confused. They just get big. I don't know, it's weird. And there's studies that show that that's probably the main reason why the fatality is disproportionate.
The rate of old Black people getting fatter is different than old white people getting fatter?
The rate of, yes.
Do you think it's that unproportional of fat old Black people than fat old white people?
It's that it's big enough to.
Do you think that? Because I don't know. Do you think that's a thing?
Yes.
I don't know if that's a thing.
Yes. Also, in the you don't? We can look it up right now.
Sure. Also what?
Also, because a lot of it has to do with.
Fat white.
I guess it could. also go back to systemic racism because a lot of it has to do with nutrition and black communities. Like
What I looked up is a lot of porn results.
there's
Don't have a lot of diabetes research.
they're like nested where there's fast food restaurants on every corner. Like literally in a 3-block radius of my house, there's a KFC, a McDonald's, a Jack in the Box, and a fucking Taco Bell.
Hmm.
And let me see.
So do you think it's weird to have a black council of advisory to
Do I think it's weird? I don't think it's weird. If it's like, if this guy is just doing it just for a show, just to get votes, then fuck him. But if it's like, if he's gonna like put together an effective plan to like make some change, then all power to him. But honestly, most of what's going on seems like it's fucking for show.
perhaps I don't know, Venn diagram, there's always some fucking society work that could be done when things are magnified into some political tomfoolery.
Okay, diabetes by race/ethnicity. 7.5% of non-Hispanic whites, 9.2% of Asian Americans, 12.5% of Hispanic, 11.7% of non-Hispanic blacks, 14.7% American Indian, Alaskan Natives. So blacks are at 11.7 and whites are at 7.5. And COVID, let me see, COVID fatalities. COVID fatalities. Because, you know, I don't know if you've noticed, but
Hit me with it.
whenever someone passes away from COVID, usually they're pretty old or they're like
Mhm.
not in the best shape. It's like
I don't know.
kind of rare that it's like a young, healthy person
Hmm.
that dies from it.
Oh yeah. What are you looking up?
I was trying to look up. I was looking up like highest.
Dude, do you want to apply for the
What's
Black
up?
Leadership Advisory Council in Michigan?
No, because I don't live there.
Fuck it, dude.
Highest. What's the fucking? How do I phrase this? Highest
Fatalities?
risk group. Oh, highest risk group for COVID-19
Dude, I'm trying to apply for this shit.
to be on the Black Leadership Council,
Yeah.
so you can
I
get
mean,
the
besides
votes.
not being black, see how I stack up with the competition.
Okay. Highest. Okay. Increased risk of severe illness from COVID-19, cancer, kidney disease, obstructive pulmonary disease, immunocompromised state, obesity, heart conditions, sickle cell, and type 2 diabetes.
Sorry, I'm deep in this application for sure. Get on the boards and commission in Michigan.
Nice.
I think I got a good chance.
Watch you actually get on it too, and then that'll answer our question of is it a joke or not.
Seems like they got some okay blueprint for it.
There's the Black Student Union at my fucking high school. The president was a white person.
Hey man, I'm all for equity. That's actually not equitable. I'm all
That's
for
not
equality.
equitable.
Equality.
I don't think a white
Everyone's
person should
equal
be the
to
president
everyone.
of a Black Student Union.
Dude, that's just because you like equity and not equality.
What does that even mean, Kobe Bryant?
Equity has to do with kind of ratios. Equality is one for all.
Do you think a white person should be the president of the Black Student Union?
Dude, I'd kill it. Are you nominating me?
Let us know about your experience.
That's pretty polarizing. Hell yeah, dude. Let's hop into it. Dude, I think it's okay. Huh?
Let us know about
bitch,
your
dude.
experience being black.
Little dickwad. It's been, I mean, I haven't had a lot of experience with it, but
Really? Let us know about
none,
your
but,
experience as a
I mean, what other
Oh,
questions do you have?
a white man growing up in Coronado, California.
Hey, don't put out my fucking actual address. Dude.
Oh, dude, you're the one that said actual address. I just threw out a city.
This is a very specific city where I might have grown up.
You could have been like, "What? I don't live there."
I don't live there.
Oh,
Not get fucking actual factual in this bitch, even though it's not.
what time is it?
Time to wrap it up, boys and girls.
Your name on your podcast is Caller John David Ricker.
Who said that's my name, bro?
You're right. It's not. All right. Thanks for listening, guys.
Geography, don't do that shit.
It's the Friday epi. There's
Oh,
no
is it, dude?
dark racial
Everybody's.
DMs.
I got some, man. Shit. This one is from Gretchen. Gretchen says, "Hey, I like how you guys got super polarized on this episode.
Mhm.
It really makes me polarized,
Preach on it.
but not in the thing where I can think about both sides. It just makes me angry at whatever the other person does, no matter what it does. And I dig that. Thanks, Gretchen. We really try to do that.
Angry.
We,
We're
We
here
try
to
to
make you angry.
we try to inflame you in the most biggest way possible. No matter, just pick a side and be okay with whatever that person says. It doesn't matter the topic. Just pick that side and be all down with it, even if it's like the same topic and like the person is now okay with it. Just be okay with it now, because that's what we try to do. Polarize.
And make sure you bring up politics at family dinner because everybody wants that.
And make sure it's super polarized too. No civil discourse about how you make society a better place, which is kind of the government's, what should be a government's job. But
Make sure you
Is it-
pull up
is
to
it
your
though?
sister's quinceañera.
is that what politics is, dude?
is
How
politics?
about we switch it to making society a nice place for people instead of a weird fucking little dick measuring contest?
What
hey.
if there was no media at
Um,
all? Do you think people would care?
Less so. I definitely think media is a big part of it. But like, I think
Well,
If you
yeah.
didn't-
What if there
if-
was like no media?
if you had no cable on it, I'd still think people would Twitter about it, Facebook about it.
What if there was like
um,
nothing of the sort? Like
N-
talking
out-
about politics.
just talking.
Yeah, like every day the government, or I don't know, every week the government just told us what was going on. Like this is what's going on. All right. And you talk
It-
amongst
I mean,
yourselves.
Like I said, the system is still kind of polarized in itself.
Like nobody got the idea to like broadcast their thoughts on politics. So
You-
your political
You
opinion
would still have,
would only reach 10
people-
people max.
let's say you still have people voting in people to a government position. You would still probably have to playgate to people's votes to try to get in. And you do that most by sucking dick and being inflamed and having some tribalism. That's my thoughts. People aren't down with fucking discourse of a society. I
don't
mean,
know. We should just
in the
fight.
majority of it.
Just fight with rocks and sticks.
trying to go to Greece, dude.
Do it.
What's popping in Greece?
Do it right now. Now's the time.
That was me leaving this bitch ass episode to go to Greece. Dark Racial Humor on Instagram, whouse.live/store, patreon.com/theweekend.
I'll fucking do it. And
Have a good one, boys and girls. If it's the weekend, get to freaking.
yes, babies. I mean, I'm not gonna call you that. Sorry. Yes,
Lazy.
yes, my children.
Bye.
My kids. Have a good weekend.